Hey there, guys. At the request of a couple of people in the group, I've just decided to make up an easier meal prep plan. Basically, this might just save on time both in the shops and with some of your measuring out and stuff with your meal preps. So don't bother looking at the breakfast or any of the snacks because those will still be exactly the same. The only thing we need to look at is lunch and dinner for each day. Lunch and dinner will be exactly the same, but you can choose to have different things in each of those. So basically the way that it will work is that you'll have the choice of one carbohydrate, the choice of one protein, and then a handful of veggies, whatever you want to have there, whether they're sort of just frozen veggies there or chopping up some broccoli and carrots and zucchini or some spinach or, anything like that there. So all you need to do is choose one of the options of carbohydrates. So one of either rice, pasta, potato, or sweet potato. Then add a protein. So one of either chicken breast, kangaroo, lean steak, or salmon. And then add in your handful of veggies. So that will work exactly the same for your lunch and for your dinner there. And that will still work out to the same calories as you would have had with your other meal prep plans there as well. Now, obviously, flavor-wise, this is going to be really boring, guys. So I'm happy for you to add in, especially with your carbohydrates, like some salt or soy sauce or sugar-free tomato or barbecue sauce, making sure that it is sugar-free, guys. That will just get your calorie count down if you are using those sauces. A kind of pinch of cheese. Don't go overboard with the cheese. Try and grab just as much as you can between your 5 fingertips. That's about how much you can use there if you want it. All of these are uncooked measurements as well. So let's say, for instance, if you're going to do up your lunch, you would measure out 40 grams worth of uncooked rice and then cook that, and however much comes out is how much you can actually use. So don't worry about measuring it after you've cooked it, just measure it beforehand. Obviously saying that though, if you're cooking these things in bulk, so let's say you're doing 5 days worth of lunches here and you're using rice, that means you'll have 200 grams worth of stuff. So just try and evenly split that as much as you can at the end when you've finished cooking it. It's still not going to go over your calories if it's not an exact split, so don't be too pedantic about it. Just try and get it as even as you can. Make sure your protein limits are quite strict though. Again, those are uncooked limits. So if you're in the shop and you're looking at a packet, most things will come in a 500 gram packet. So that means if you're cooking for 5 days, you'll need to grab 2 packets there. The only thing that's going to be different, 1800 and 1500, your measurements are going to be exactly the same. So you'll have the same measurements for any of those lunch and dinners there. And then for the 1200 calorie guys, you guys are just a little bit lower. So make sure you actually use the tab that correlates for you guys. Basically, all this is doing is just saving on time and energy for your meal preps. This is what my girlfriend and I do. I know that a couple of the people in the challenge are already doing this based off what I gave you the other day. So if this is you and you want to do this, that's fine, guys. Just go for it. So it should be a little bit quicker for you as well. That's it.